My name is Bree, and I grow most of my own food as sustainably as possible. And this page is dedicated to teaching you how to do the same. This is my series on foods to grow for abundance, because if you're going to grow your own food, you need some staple foods that are really easy to grow that provide a whole lot of tasty nutrition. So today I'm going to teach you how I grow sweet potatoes, because I grow a lot of them. Firstly, you do not need to purchase sweet potato plants or slips. You can just go to your local grocery store and buy sweet potatoes that you would normally eat and sprout those. If they are not organic, you'll want to wash off the growth inhibitor. Just rinse them in some warm water and then you can plant them. Just plant them halfway in some soil, and I'll show you my soil mix for these. Super simple here in just a minute. And within about 3 weeks, you're going to have a ton of slips from each sweet potato. And if you want a more interesting variety like the Japanese purple or a Murasaki, go to your local Asian supermarket and buy potatoes there. I've also had good luck with Whole Foods. And once your sweet potatoes are sprouted, go ahead and snap off the section with the roots and the leaves, and then you can separate each individual slip from here. And you don't even have to be super careful with this part. As long as there are some roots and some leaves on each section, they will take off and do just fine once transplanted. Some sections may have longer root systems, and you just plant the entire section that has roots underneath the soil. And that entire section will grow and produce sweet potatoes. And that sweet potato that you pulled the slips off of is edible, so go ahead and eat that. If you're not quite ready to plant them, you can throw them in some water for a couple of weeks and just put them in your windowsill like I did. Or just plant them straight away. You'll want to choose a location that has loose, workable soil and gets at least 6 hours of sun per day. That's considered full sun. They will take a lot more sun if you'll give it to them, though. They are heavy feeders that need well-draining soil. So I am topping this bed off with compost that has some perlite mixed in. The perlite is for drainage. This is 10 gallons of compost for 2 gallons of perlite. That's roughly the ratio, but it does not have to be exactly that. And here's another tip if you're in Florida. The reason I use perlite instead of sand for drainage is because of root knot nematodes. I've had far fewer root knot nematodes in my garden when using perlite as opposed to sand. I am a huge proponent of companion planting, so I am going to put some marigolds in the center of this bed to deter pests along with some thyme. You could also use something like oregano or rosemary as well. I really like to grow the herbs cascading over the edge to save space. And now we put in our sweet potatoes. I'm going to space these about every 12 inches. Once those are planted out, I'm going to add mulch to this bed, and then I'm going to water every day for the next week and then about once a week after. And in 3 months, we can start harvesting sweet potatoes from these beds. As always, let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and happy gardening.